Good morning, everybody. I'm going to show you all a few clips of things over the last few days here in just a minute. I had almost a whole video done and I lost the last two clips of it. So if you hear me mention finished knives, I lost that clip and they are already packaged up to be mailed, so I don't want to unpackage them. So we'll see some more finished ones next week. I had another COPD attack yesterday, fairly before lunchtime, and I was getting ready to go to the post office and this and that, and I don't know what brought it on. Probably you'll see in one of the clips coming up, I dedusted the shop a couple days back. I opened all the doors and windows and put the fans blowing out and dedusted it. Did not have on my mask or my respirator. I know, my fault. Sue me. But but that might have been what brought it on. I paid for it. These are lifesavers. I was actually in the house when I had it, and this didn't slow it down, so I had to get Mama mixed me up. I got a nebulizer that I mixed two different things together and take breathing treatment. That helped out a lot. If that hadn't helped, I would have had to go to the hospital. But I spent the rest of yesterday inside, just resting. I feel better this morning, but I've already had to use this one time this morning. So no cutting and grinding today. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe tomorrow. We'll see how I feel. If anybody's ever had one of those attacks, I know a lot of my friends have. They're no fun. So anyway, by Monday morning I hope everything's back to normal and I can get some of this stuff finished up and sent out and all that. I apologize. I know some of y'all are waiting. But rest assured, most everything is done. Let's see. All right, enough about me. Now I put out a little short 2-minute video in the wee hours of the morning because I couldn't sleep. Our friend Staff Sergeant Ruben, y'all watch that video. And if you didn't watch that video, him and his fiance were robbed yesterday. We had actually been talking earlier in the day. We got a big knife deal going with a great big knife, and we'll see some more about that later. And he's sending me the materials to make it, and I'm going to send him back the knife. It's going to be really cool. But he needed, when he came here, he was driving that big huge truck, big nice truck. But he wanted something different, something smaller, so he sold his truck and got his check for it, went down, cashed it, went straight to a dealership, car dealership. And his fiance had put the cash money, $16,000, $16,400 something dollars, put it in her purse. They locked the car. By the time they got to the door of the dealership, they wasn't even there 2 minutes. Somebody pulled up real close, busted the window, grabbed her purse, and took off with all the money and all her identity stuff, her credit cards, house keys, everything that women carry in their purses. So that's a bad deal. It sounds to me like somebody was watching them at the bank. So how would they know to grab that one purse out of that one particular car? It's sad. It's an evil world that we live in today, and it's always been that way. People steal, but now the man needs, all he's got is her car with a busted out window. So he needs help. There's a link in the video. There's a little short video, and I'm going to leave a link in this one too, and every video that I do for the next few weeks until we get him back up to where he can get him a vehicle. Now, everybody that watches this, if everybody will throw in $5, $10, whatever you can. You can leave it anonymous. You don't have to put your name on there if you don't want to. I'm sure he would appreciate it. I would surely appreciate it. He's a very good friend to me, and a very good friend to the shop. I know it's the end of the month. It's the end of the month over here too. So, but do what you can if you can. And if you can't do anything, say a prayer. Share this video around to some of your other friends that maybe don't watch my channel much, and let's see if we can help him out. He's helped me out on several occasions. He's a good guy. He'll help anybody do anything. So just sorry that he was taken advantage of like that. I guarantee they didn't take it out of his hand, because Ruben's a fairly large guy. His fist will make two of mine, and I'm sure he'd knock somebody's head off if they tried him face to face. But that's what we're dealing with in this world, folks. Thieves, cowards, animals, crackheads. And you see, that's one reason I just, even in my little town, you know, that kind of thing goes on every now and then. One reason I try my best not to go anywhere. I don't want to take road trips anymore. You know, I want to go see people, but I don't want to get out in the general public, if you know what I mean. We got a good group of people on here that watch, that support me, and I appreciate every one of you. And as long as we're here, the important people are here. Alright, I'm going to shut up running my trap. I don't know what I'm going to do today. I'm probably going to sit in the house a little bit today and rest some more. See if I can't. I'll have to take another breathing treatment here in about another hour. See if I can't get this all cleared out. And I've got some thinking to do about another filtration system air in the shop. The last one I made, it worked, but it didn't. It was a sort of a failure. So, but I've got a different idea. So we'll see about that. Now, thank y'all for watching. Thank you for your support. Please like, subscribe, comment, share the videos if you would like. Here's a few clips of the goings on in the last few days. Alrighty, let's fix this again. Have a turn signal out. Turn signal and brake light. I just did this not long ago. New bulbs. Let's see. Right. Now, in Chevrolet's infinite wisdom, you got to take this whole panel here off to get to the bulbs. I like my Chevrolet, but whoever designed that missed his AA meeting, I guess. Alright, let me find I think that's a 732nd little 732nd socket, I think. Y'all see what I'm doing here? Now, the last time I did this, I cleaned all the connections up good, put some white lithium grease in them. There's the culprit right there. Now I have some bulbs somewhere, I think. Now let's hunt down some bulbs. This is the kind of thing that happens during the day that drives me crazy. Well, alrighty, I found the 2 spare bulbs I had. Might be a thing if I kept them in the truck, you think? Put a little bit of lithium grease on there. Look it in. Now I'm gonna go turn on the signal light and y'all tell me if it works, okay? If that works, I'm sure the brake light will work too. But let's check it just to be sure. I'm gonna flip it around this way where I can see it, because y'all didn't tell me if that was working or not. I didn't hear you. Alrighty, success. Put it back together. Looking for that bulb in there. I realize it is time for another shop cleanup. Not today, soon. Our weather has turned back off warm. Get in there. Hang on, hold on. It'll be all right. Now when I head out to the post office, I won't get a ticket. Funny thing about cops around here the last year or so, they do not care anything about speeders, reckless drivers, none of that. But if you got a light out somewhere on your vehicle, they pull you over. Alright, there's a little job done. Now I got another little job I got to do here somewhere around before I get back to my shop work. Been a busy week. Alright, you ever have one of them days where things just don't go right? That's today. So, what I can do without tearing something up, I'm gonna dust out the shop. Doors open, windows open. I'm gonna turn on the evacuation fan. And I got the compressor charged. And I'm gonna blow the dust out of here while we got some nice warm weather. Now it's gonna get loud because the compressor will cut on pretty quick, so stand by. I have to do this every now and again, especially when the shop's closed up. I'm gonna start back here behind you. You can't see me, but alright, shop is de-dusted. Pretty much. Floors are swept. Ready to start going again. But before I start going again, it's break time. I'm going to get me a sandwich, sit in my recliner, and y'all know what will happen then. And I'll be back out tonight, and we'll look at all these finished knives that I got. It's here. It is the next morning. It is the wee hours. It's 4 o'clock. Some people wonder why I'm not out in the wee hours of the morning anymore like I used to be a lot. Because it's been very cold. I can warm the shop, but I save that propane expense for through the day when I need it. It's warmed back up. Really foggy and damp this morning, but that's okay. Now I got a couple things. Alabama Damascus. Now this was sent to me by my brother Staff Sergeant Ruben. He sent this, and he's sending some handle wood and a couple of other things, and this is going to be a massive knife right here. Let's take a look at it. If I can do a better job opening this one than I did the last one. Is that not pretty or what? I'm telling you. I'm not sure if that's I think that's a random pattern. Nice and thick. It's 0.130, which is about 1/8 of an inch or so, I believe. Dropped my cards from Lacey. Now this build will be coming up in the next week or so, after I get caught up with these other ones. That's going to be very cool. Something I've not made before. So now this will be in very I'll have these will be available because this is his. This is going back to him. But they will be available after I get done with it and get everything worked out. Very expensive. This piece of steel right here was $145. The wood is like $40, I believe it was. And there's some big pieces of brass that's going to have to go on it, so that is very expensive. But we'll get all that worked out later. Alright, we'll put this away and show you the next thing I got. And my battery is just about empty, so let me put a new one in. There we go, fresh battery. Next, it's time to replace my buffing wheels on the buffer. And what they got at Harbor Freight, when they even have them, is not satisfactory. They'll work, but I thought it was time to upgrade on the buffing wheels. And I believe that one's the flannel, like final shine and polish. These are all cotton. That's a loose cotton. Now the problem with the Harbor Freight ones, when they do have them, or the Harbor China store, they don't have the half-inch holes in them. They come with these little metal bushings, and you can almost never get them to run true. Makes your machine vibrate and all that kind of stuff. Checked at the local hardware, they have them. $11.99 a piece, and all they have is this style right here. These three I ordered, I think it was $15.99 for all three of them, plus it comes with 3 blocks of compound. I've got plenty of compound, but now I really got plenty. And I got an idea how to make a little storage thing for that. For right now, I'll just leave them in there. So, before I get going working this morning, let's go down here to the buffer and install these. Now, these two will go on, these two go on one of my buffers, and this will go on my grinder buffer. Alright, let's go down there and do that right quick. Alright, let's put this one right here. See that good tight fit right there? And when you get the Harbor China store ones, that's mainly all they got most of the time. And they come with these little silly things here, which never work. Put on there, and we'll put our nut, get it started. I'm gonna snug it up in a second. And let's see, I've got a soft over here. Let's put this one right here. Comes open somehow or another. There, that's how it comes open. Same thing around on this side. Now, I know there are better brands of buffers out there, but these Harbor Chinas are. I got this one not long back, and this one was like $45, and now they went up to $52. And you buy the $8 plan on it, and you got 2 years warranty, basically. You can't beat that. This one's actually 2018, so it's lasted a while. Just snug it. Don't have to get super silly with it. That side. Want them good and snug like that, and that may not be the best way to do that, but get this out of the way. Now let's give her a spin. See how, well, this is the oldest one. It may have a little bit of run out. Much better. Now this one has the ones that came with it. Basically no run out whatsoever. No vibration. Now this one, this old buffer was given to me by my father-in-law years ago. Scotty's Hardware. Anybody remember them? We used to have one here locally, and there was a big one over in Pensacola. Date on this machine, 1984. Manufacture date. And you can't hardly see it, but his name is scratched right up here. So we'll just leave that where it's at. Now this is a coarse fiber wheel. I use this one mainly to burnish my leather edges. So we're going to leave this one, and I'm going to go ahead and replace this one since I've got an extra over here. I don't know what we're going to do with these things. I'll keep them around for something. Alright, we'll do that one the same way. Hang on and we'll look at it.